Johnny Murray here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That's right. The big game of Xbox Game Showcase in terms of, like, what they were focusing on and what what they're trying to sell us the most. And to be honest, it kind of worked. I'll be honest. It kind of worked. Even for somebody who has not been the biggest fan of Call of Duty for a long time. I think it looks really great. And I'm actually genuinely excited to play this year's Call of Duty. And it's just because of the things that they've said, the things that they're doing. They're just making the right decisions. And also, it just looks fun. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about everything we know about the game and kind of why I'm excited and all the different details and kind of just talking about some interesting talking points about why this is important for Xbox, why it being on Game Pass is huge, all that stuff. So if you guys love gaming, Xbox, not even just Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, any kind of games, consider subscribing, leaving a like, supporting, share with your friends. I appreciate anything that you guys do to support me. But let's get talking about Black Ops 6, man. Now, my favorite Black Ops, or my favorite Call of Duty is Black Ops 2. I mean, whose isn't? I would then follow that up with, personally, World War II. I love World War II, personally. Just because the campaign, to be honest. Campaign is, like, one of my favorite campaign. I just realized that I totally whiffed. I did not put World War II story in my top 10 favorite stories of all time. What a whiff. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I love Call of Duty, and unfortunately, recent Call of Duties have just not done it for me. The only Call of Duty I can say that I somewhat enjoyed of recent years is probably Black Ops Cold War. I mean, Black Ops, to be honest, there's always some fun factor to Black Ops. I'll be honest. I don't know if there's ever been a Black Ops I've truly just not, like, hated or, like, not liked. I've enjoyed them at all. I actually really love Black Ops 4. I like Black Ops. Black Ops 4 is my second favorite Black Ops. Then Black Ops 1. Then Black Ops 3. Then Cold War. But, nonetheless, yeah, Black Ops is back with 6. And you know, they decided to do a, like, 25-minute direct about Black Ops 6, kind of showing you a bunch of different details. But it really had a huge focus on the campaign, which I actually really like that they mainly focus on the campaign, because for a lot of people, that was one of the biggest missing components of Call of Duty in recent years. I would say Cold War actually had the last campaign that everyone actually genuinely enjoyed. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 went in the right direction, but I don't think it fully delivered. And I think everything they're doing with the campaign just seems really, really good. They've already confirmed that it's going to be directly tied to Black Ops 2 and is basically a follow-up to that. And it is also going to be tied with Cold War. Basically, people's almost two favorite campaigns in Black Ops in recent years, or in just of all time. And I think what they've shown has looked really, really awesome. The camera work looks awesome. Visually, the game, I mean, it's Call of Duty. And it just looks fun. There's a lot of great set pieces, a lot of different areas you're going to be going to. They've already said some of the maps in the campaign are the biggest in Call of Duty history. This feels like a genuine next step for Call of Duty campaign. And I'm super happy about that, because especially after last year where it was literally just DLC put into a campaign, we need this. And I'm super happy this is what we're getting. They also talked about multiplayer a little bit. It is going to be launching with 16 maps at launch. 4 of them will be, like, huge for, like, the bigger lobbies, and then 12 of them will be for those classic 6v6 game modes. And the big one for me is that Prestige is returning. The Prestige leveling up is returning. I don't know why it ever left. It's the worst decision I've ever heard in my life to get rid of Prestiging, because that's what makes multiplayer grinding fun, in my opinion. And now I'm excited to get in there, and as long as the game is fun, I will be grinding. And I am so ready to finally have a Call of Duty where I am motivated to grind in Prestige. And that is super duper awesome for me, and I know that's really big for a lot of players as well. They also confirmed with Zombies, it will launch with 2 maps at launch and the return of round-based zombies and Gobblegum. So first of all, the fact that round-based zombies is coming back, finally, and thank God, it should have never left. I get trying to do the different things, but zombies is what we know for a reason, because it is, in my opinion, the best Call of Duty mode out there. Multiplayer is great, campaigns are great, Warzone, whatever. Zombies is my favorite Call of Duty mode. It is just something you almost can't find anywhere else. It just has that flair and flavor to it. It's so awesome. Bringing Gobblegum back is pretty cool too. I actually, that was one of my favorite things about Black Ops 3 Zombies, which I actually wasn't a big fan of Black Ops 3 Zombies, but Gobblegum was awesome. I really do love Gobblegum. It was a fun little concept. And then the fact that it's launching with 2 maps is really fun. There have been a lot of Call of Duties, like Black Ops 3, that only launched with 1 map. And I'm like, man, that sucks. Now, do I wish they kind of went the Black Ops 2 route where they have like 5 different maps that are all just like really small? A little bit, but like 2 maps that are really huge is awesome. I'm completely down for that. 2 massive maps. It's better than some Call of Duties. Like I said, like Black Ops 3. Personally, Black Ops 4 low-key might be my favorite zombies. I'm not even gonna lie. Black Ops 4 Zombies is awesome. But yeah, so all the content that they're delivering, the things they focus on, I think were the right things to focus on, because it just seems like they're going back to what they know works and what they know players love. And that's what I'm here for. They are making some gameplay changes, which I think the changes they're making are nothing like game, or there is one thing that I think is game changing, but it just is all quality of life stuff that I think will overall make the experience better. To be fair, the biggest complaint with Call of Duty in recent years is just the content, the things that they're doing, the game modes they're having, the maps, just the way the progression's formatted, all that. I don't think anybody can deny the actual gunplay in Call of Duty is still, and always has been, the top of the class. It is just the best gunplay out there. And so the fact that they are doing all the right things with the content, with the things you're going to be able to do, as well as just giving quality of life improvements to what is already great about Call of Duty, seems like the right thing for me. But they are adding the big thing, omnidirectional movement, which basically allows you to dive, slide, crouch, and aim in all these different directions. I think this will be a mainstay in Call of Duty moving forward. I think this is going to be a huge thing. I'm pretty sure we all remember when they added dolphin diving, when they added sliding. It was huge. It was so fun. It was so cool. And it's now something we use in like almost every, like, a lot of first-person games. And I do think this omnidirectional thing will become honestly, almost a standard when it comes to movement in first-person games now. And I think this is really awesome. They showed gameplay of them sprinting backwards, sprinting sideways, sliding sideways, diving backward. Like, it just looks awesome. Even whenever you're in prone, you can actually like just move all around instead of having to like rotate your character in like a little circle to try and look left. You know what I mean? You just go whoop, boom, left. Now it's awesome, man. We're really good. I'm glad they're adding that to give a nice little boost to what next gen could possibly look like. And then body death animations with all the different sections on the body. They basically explained that they added like 12 more sections on the body, that if you hit that section, the death animation will react in a certain way, or it will react to being hit in a certain way. So if you shoot them in the leg and they die to that, their death animation will basically have them like falling on their leg, or like their leg like flying upwards, stuff like that, instead of just like you shoot them in the leg and they like fly, like head goes flying back. It doesn't make sense. I really like that as well. Another just quality of life improvement to make it more realistic, make it more next gen. And the reason all this, also they also confirmed that there's going to be like a whole bunch of customization and accessibility options when it comes to your movement and your HUD. Like, you can toggle automatic vaulting or automatic sprinting, automatic crouching. I think that's pretty good. I don't know who all is going to use all that. I would probably do the vaulting. I think that one could be really good. Automatic sprinting and crouching might be a little annoying. The sprinting maybe not so much, but then the customizing your HUD, I think that is really cool actually, because especially for streamers, they have their layout there. They're gonna need to customize their HUD where you can see everything, as well as like competitive play. I feel like that's gonna be a huge thing. HUD is very important in games like these, so I think that is going to be another really good thing that they've added. But I think the big reason why you should be excited for this is obviously all these things that we've talked about. They're just making all the right decisions. It's because they've actually gotten 4 years of development time. The longest development time for any Call of Duty ever. And number 2, it is being led by Treyarch with assistance from Raven Software on the campaign. Those, in my opinion, are the 2 best Call of Duty developers. Treyarch easily number 1. They have delivered the best Call of Duties of all time, in my opinion, including Black Ops 2. They're bringing zombies back, round-based. They're focusing on campaign. Multiplayer seems like it's going back to its roots. They're adding new features, new gameplay mechanics that seem like it won't be stupid. It just seems like, okay, it's going to add to it. It's going to make it deeper, and it's going to feel like it's progressed. It's coming out October 25th, day 1 into Game Pass. Meaning if you play an Xbox and you are subscribed to Game Pass, you're going to be getting it day 1 at no extra cost. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Though all these reasons is what gets me hyped. I get Call of Duty has been really rough for a long time. But this just seems like they know what they're doing, and this is the moment where Call of Duty can become back in the spotlight of one of the best first-person shooters out there. Some will argue it never left. I will. But this seems like a return to form, and that is why I'm excited. And this is super important for Xbox. And I think they made that statement this weekend. They not only technically opened the show with it, but then they had that 25-minute direct afterwards. The fact that it's coming to Game Pass. We know Call of Duty is one of the main reasons they tried acquiring Activision Blizzard and were successful. Having Call of Duty, one of the most mainstream games of all time, if not the most mainstream game of all time, connecting that, relating that to Xbox as a brand will help make Xbox mainstream again. I get Xbox is technically mainstream, but there is a lot of parts of Xbox that aren't mainstream. This is going to make people, whether they want to or not, focus on Xbox to a certain extent because Call of Duty is so mainstream, and they are trying to connect the brand of Call of Duty to the brand of Xbox, and I feel like it's already meshed really, really well. And we're even seeing results as this Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, now has the most viewed Call of Duty, or the most views of a Call of Duty trailer ever. And I've seen so much positivity on social media. I've seen so much positivity from friends of mine who have also been in the same camp as me as Call of Duty fell off. This is what I'm talking about. And this is why I'm excited. I am super duper interested to see how this game performs and how it executes. I can actually say I think this is one of my most anticipated games right now. That's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your guys' hype levels? What are some of your concerns? Let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with you. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny, we're out. Peace.